At Nagico, the things that matter to you matter to us. Like knowing you're fully covered after an accident. The security of your home and everything in it that means so much to you. And knowing that even when the weather does its worst, you and your family are covered. At Nagico, we're about much more than just insurance. We're about the big things and the small things that mean everything.
St. Kitts and Nevis and other islands in the Leeward Islands are under hurricane watch as Hurricane Maria approaches the Eastern Caribbean. Meteorologist Elmo Burke said as the hurricane approaches the island chain, the weather conditions will begin deteriorating by Monday.
From tomorrow evening, we're going to start to see the winds picking up. And the winds are progressively going to get stronger and stronger into Tuesday. So from tomorrow night sometime thereabout, you will start to see an uptick in the winds, and that, as I said, that will continue throughout Tuesday into Wednesday. However, the seas though, usually you find in some weather system the seas usually begin to deteriorate in advance of the approach of the system.
With the hurricane expecting to pass south of St. Kitts and Nevis, Mr. Burke advised seabathers, fishermen, and those living along the western coastline to stay away.
Seabathers, mariners are advised to stay in port as much as possible. 15 to 20 feet of waves in a hurricane is not to play with. It's extremely dangerous. Recognizing the track that we are looking at for now, if the storm holds on this particular track that is projecting, it's going to pass slightly to our south. Because of that, you're going to have all this water being pushed against the coastline on the western end. So persons, for example, in the Newtown, Irish Town, even when you go as far as down Old Road down to New Guinea, persons along that coastline going to be inundated by storm surge.
Meanwhile, the meteorologist warned that the potential for flash flooding is significantly high and persons are encouraged to take precaution.
For now, we are projecting between about 3 to 6 inches of rainfall with an isolated maximum of 8 inches from the system. The soils are somewhat saturated. If persons look in, if most of the rivers or the guts, you can see them still running, which would indicate that the hills are saturated. Now to add 3 to 6 inches in 24 hours or less, the potential for flash flooding will be significantly higher. So persons need to avoid parking in the guts.
Other islands in the Leeward Islands at risk from the passage of Maria are Barbuda, Anguilla, Antigua, and Montserrat. Islands within the Windward Islands, including Dominica, are also expected to be impacted. Chair of the National Disaster Mitigation Council, Deputy Prime Minister Sean Richards, has reiterated the call for all citizens and residents to adequately secure their property, livestock, and pets, to stock up on non-perishable foods and water, batteries for electronic devices such as transistor radios, and to stay up to date with weather advisories. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.